Bow! Welcome back to episode 73.
Yeah. This is
This is most definitely episode 73.
73, definitely not 77. That we've now moved to 73
because
of technical issues. Definitely not anything like that.
Episode 73. In sync. Dun, dun,
I'm so JT.
No! You're not JT. JT didn't have long hair. JT wasn't the non-talented one.
That's just mad. That's just.
No, I'm
mean,
kidding, bro. You're
man.
talented.
Right, bro.
We're both JT. Now, you know what? I'm JT and you're Brittany.
Can I be JT?
Alright, I'll be Brittany. I'm a little crazier. Yeah, you're right. I haven't gone the shapes of my head.
I don't know. JT said some dodgy things.
Yeah, he has apparently.
He said some dodgy things, like award shows and shit. Like he said some mad things.
And
back then in '73, Will was still relevant.
73.
In the future, I predict Will Smith's gonna slap a man at the Grammys or the something. Just
something weird like
thoughts,
that.
hey, just weird.
Someone like some comedian, like I don't know who's hosting. Chris Rock or something.
Yeah, I think Chris Rock's hosting it. So
I think he's gonna slap him.
Do you reckon?
Reason.
Yeah, for like,
I feel like
for some like,
cause like
joke.
I don't know, man. Like I feel like something's going on. You know, a lot. They're gonna joke about Jada for some reason, and then
Jada's gonna be involved.
Yeah, I feel so.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm feeling your prediction. What do you reckon the odds will be on that?
Oh, I'll put my money on it.
Yeah,
if I was anyone, I'd put my money on it.
I'd put my money on it right now. Because right now in episode 73, that's definitely going to happen.
Yeah, the future tells me that Kamsat's going to win, but it's going to be a close one.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a close one. That's fair. No, that's absolutely fair. Yeah, we're back in time because...
Yeah, we're back in time because...
We've had the worst couple of weeks. We've been like what? We haven't uploaded in like 3 weeks or some shit?
Yeah, it's actually
because
been
of
a big
that.
hiatus.
And it's just been a pain in the ass. Like,
Like this episode has
issues.
just been a fuck around.
Nobody wants 73. Wait, this is going to be the table. The episode name. Nobody wants 73. Nobody wants it. Nobody fucking wants it because like the world. No, but the world has come together as like a unit and just said fuck you on this on so many different levels and that I don't even want to explain to you because maybe like your small brain wouldn't understand.
And it's also for after 69. So like it's not really important.
It's
if
also
it was before 69, you know.
It's also 62 after 11, which has no correspondence with anything. But like I just think that could be something.
I think you're on something. I think you actually might be on something. I think you've read, like your modern day like Leonardo da Vinci, more so the bisexual part, but
Is Leo?
apparently he was bisexual.
Freaky man.
Yeah.
Oh, they
He invented a lot of shit. Obviously, you know, he had
most
to be
creative men.
strange.
Most creative men are always.
That's why you're so fucking gay.
Yeah, I do love a bit of cock.
We're not supposed to say that.
Do love a bit of cock.
Now
that honestly, me coming out as gay would do wonders for all of our publicity.
Maybe you should commit.
Because then we just have an incredibly good gay community growing. Because
okay, let me ask you a serious question.
Yeah.
How long could you do it for?
How long could I pretend to be gay?
Because I
until
feel like
anything serious
I feel like there's a time limit to something, especially when it's like a fake persona. Like even when you develop a fake persona for a good reason, there's a time limit to it because your soul starts fighting back.
There would also be an issue, right? Because like there'd be this point where like everyone thinks I'm gay,
right?
And like me then coming out saying I'm not gay.
No, but women would come at you still because some women like gay men. Like they go after gay men because it's like. It's just like one of my friends that was into men, right? A guy, obviously. He basically said he liked going after straight men because it was like a challenge.
Yeah.
And he said sometimes he'd get some, just like even a hookup, because it's like, and that to him was more interesting than with a, you know.
What kind of straight man do you have to be to hook up with a gay man? That's a bi man.
That's what I was surprised about because in Geordie Shore, when I used to watch Geordie Shore, like Gaz and them would like kiss each other and like as a joke, and then when even Nathan came along, which was a gay guy,
I've kissed a lot of guys as jokes. So I've kissed a lot of guys.
I've lip kissed a lot of guys as jokes when I was drunk, but like. I've
kissed you, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we've kissed.
Come on, bro. Let's not do this on the pod, bro. Let's not open up and then fucking drag me.
I want to fuck you.
I don't want to be dragged
on the pod.
I don't want to be dragged. Put your fucking hand where I can see it because I'm blind. Yikes.
But I don't honestly. I'll tell you a question.
I saw Gaz and them like tongue Nathan, and Nathan was gay, right?
Okay. Yeah,
so But none of them were gay or bi-curious. Like, I don't feel like any of them hooked up with guys, or at least not that I knew of.
Yeah.
But they would just do that because it was like, to them, it was like hooking up meant nothing, right? Because they would mostly shag on a night out. So, you know what I mean? Like, so it's kind of like what my mum always says. Like, my mum's like, back where I'm from, and like how when in my time, she's like, if you held hands with someone, you were like seen as boyfriend and girlfriend. That was a lot.
Yeah.
Now it's like, if you fuck, like, my mum was like always so surprised. She's like what's the whole? Because if I would be like, oh, I'm just having a thing with a girl. She's like, what's a thing? And I'm like, well, it's that little phase before a relationship where like you about to have a relationship, but you don't because you're testing out whether it's worth.
Is that just Australian culture, by the way, that calls it a thing?
I don't think so.
What does everyone else?
Oh, possibly. Maybe it's just Australian culture. Yeah, in that
like
sense of thing. But I've heard other cultures use it in reference by like different words.
Because I've never heard anyone
like
but Australia.
People say a fling.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but like a fling is different to a thing, in my opinion.
Yeah, a fling is more like quicker. Like
no, a fling is like, for me, like you're in a ting, and you're going with another ting. You know?
Right.
That's a fling. Like, you've got a fling on the side, you know?
Oh, okay, yeah.
A thing for me is like you said, is like that.
I feel like you can have an individual fling. Like,
yeah. Do you know what? That's weird though. I feel like that's like, say for an example, you're like a businessman.
Right.
I feel like that's
have a fling.
No, but that's if you're just a guy at home, it's not a fling. Right. That's like that's your week.
Right.
That's
yeah, it depends on your own context.
Yeah. You know, so
because to you, like, that could be like, some people would like eat out. Someone will meet out with someone.
Do both.
Maybe. And then after that, they'll perceive that other person as like, oh, we're dating.
Okay, I know what your answer is going to be, I think. But like, you eat out on a first date? First time you meet a girl?
What about it?
You eating out?
Oh, yeah, 100%. If you get to that, I'm eating out in any situation. I'm eating out before the date.
What are you doing? Like, because I'm a big proponent of this as well. I believe in the give. I'm a big fan of the give.
Yeah, I am a giver.
I'm a give. I'm a big give.
And it helps when I like to eat pussy.
Oh, 100%. It's a good time. Yeah. But like, what is something where you wouldn't eat pussy? Like, what's something where you would go, mate, I'm not gonna do it this time?
If I saw that she had a lot of that white pus, which is cheesy, I've gone through some.
Oh, dude, yeah, what do you mean if? What do you mean if?
I've gone through some cheesy pussy just for the sake of like, like.
Really, you want?
I am pussy hungry, and we're like.
Mousy boy.
We're together, bro. Like. That's me, bro. That's me. Anyone's like, are you a man or a mouse? I go. Because give me that cheese. I love the cheese, bro. The cheese. If I see cheese as in money, I'm chasing the cheese.
Blue cheddar down there.
Bit of blue cheddar. Bro, my previous Xbox name was Plastic Mouse, with the Mal 5, like Dead Mouse. Alright, come on, alright. Oh, she's like.
I respect you for it.
She's like, oh, I don't know if I should let you eat me out. I just like, I've had some like urinary problems, and like my pussy's just really cheesy, and I go.
So wait, if your vagina's cheesy, what's like going on there? Like, what's?
I don't fucking know. Like,
urinary problems. That's interesting.
Well, usually I think it's that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. What does a woman have to say to you to say? Because like when the action comes and you're like, but you start to slowly make your way down. Say that's going on, right?
Right.
And she notices.
You kissing the little nipples first.
You get a little nibble. A little nibble suck. She's a little nibble suck. And then you go down. Your belly button. A little belly button lick.
Well, probably not.
I do. I got a little belly button. But you're going down. You're going down. You're going down towards.
And then you're like, give me cotton. Never mind.
But you go down to it, right?
Yeah.
What does she have to say? Is you get you to go, nah. Okay, maybe I won't. Because normally,
what does she have to get you?
No, because no. Like, because you're going.
What does she have to say?
Yeah.
In order for you to be turned off.
No, for you to not do it. So you're going down. She's like, no, I don't want you to, and you're like, no,
period?
fucking. Okay. Just that.
I'm not eating you out if you're in your period.
Yeah, obviously.
I'll fuck you on your period.
Yeah.
Because I can wash my cock off.
Yeah,
my mouth, I'm not telling you. No, I'm not basically.
Okay, no, you're okay. But what else?
Unless I've been watching too many vampire animes, and I'm like, fuck it. Let me try this blood shit.
You got your fangs on?
I have natural fangs already, so
but no, like, apart from period, because that's kind of off limits.
I just shat myself.
Why does that stop you from eating?
Because right there's the poop. What if she's like, oh no?
Wait, she shat herself right there in the bed.
Right as I'm about to eat her out.
Realistic things, come on.
Okay.
Like, I got thrush or some shit.
But that's, cheese.
So any sort of
cheese,
sexual...
thrush is that cheesiness.
Is that what thrush is? Okay then. Okay.
I've got chlamydia right now.
Any sort of sexual disease.
Yeah, probably. Anything like that.
Okay,
or if she's like, have a penis.
Okay, so if...
You know?
Whoa!
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, I'm in Thailand. Fuck.
But like, no, say you're going down. She's like, I haven't showered today.
No. It's alright, I'll shower you. Get the fucking white ones, the like, those ones.
The yellow ones, can't get them on.
You see that little bit of like phlegm just rolling down her pussy, like.
Ooh.
Rub that phlegm in sticky.
I turn into a DJ. Waka waka woo.
I was gonna, on the topic of women, recently on my stories and stuff, I was just looking at like, because I'm not gonna lie, I follow a lot of dancers, I follow a lot of entrepreneurs on OnlyFans, and I feel like I see a repetitive thing, like, and the funny thing is like, the way they ask for money is so like non-discreet. I don't know, like maybe just because like, for me, I'm not in that role and I don't understand that life, so I don't know how I would approach that. But it's weird to me when I see, for example, like a chick will post like a naked photo of her, be like, my OnlyFans is like on discount, and then it'd be like, someone please help me pay my rent or pay for my nails or pay for this, and then be like, and do it in such a way where it's like either they're going please and begging, or which is even the worst one, is like, which one of you little dirty cucks wants to send me money? And like, say shit like that. And the first thing that comes to my mind is, I know there is someone that's going to read that and be like,
I'm a dirty cock.
Oh my god. Cock. I'm going to send her $1,000.
I'm going to send her this money. She's going to love me for being a dirty cock.
She's going to send me a private photo and be like, hey Ryan, you're so this and that.
I'm such a dirty cock.
Yeah, exactly like that. Yeah. So, and I was just thinking, like, I don't know, like, is there like, even look, I've seen like not just people like that, not female entrepreneurs on the OnlyFans. I'm also speaking about like people in general. Like,
the fact that they're called female entrepreneurs.
Well, they are.
I know, but like that takes.
No, I can't hate on it. No, I'm being serious. I would never hate on that because if I was a woman,
I agree with you. I agree. If I was a woman, 100% I'd be a hot woman.
Slinging this cunt.
100%. But
literally.
But at the same time, is it not a little bit disrespectful on our entrepreneurs of the world to call them entrepreneurs? No, because no.
Because they've got so many like most of these.
They're not
most of these girls.
Though.
Well, they are.
They
are because most of these girls, they'll have either side jobs. For example, some side jobs would be actually in this sex hustle, as in like.
So they're porn stars,
right? Porn stars.
So they're porn stars. They're not entrepreneurs.
No, because they've got a few different roles, you know, and they are internet entrepreneurs.
I think
digital entrepreneurs.
I think we need to come up with a new name for sex workers.
Sex workers.
Because I think sex workers has a negative connotation when it shouldn't. And what I think.
Well, I think they should people refer to these women as strippers. I refer to them as dancers because I respect them.
I think we should just take the word sex workers and turn it into something more positive.
Swerkers.
Adversity defiers. Adversity defies. Like they are such positive people in our community. Wait. To all my sex workers out there, I have to say one thing to you.
Artists.
Yes.
Body artists.
I like that.
Because you're using your body and you're creating art.
And it's art.
Stripping is art. Like when you dance on that pole, I've never people write songs about that.
See, me and you, but before we go on to this, because me and you always disagree on what we define artists as.
Yeah.
That I agree.
You agree?
Is art. Is
but
no. But is art. Is an art form.
Art, yeah.
I think it is because I've seen certain gal have sex and gal ain't nothing.
Yeah, because some of them will just be like. And then Riley Reid will just be like.
Look, and Riley
she'll
Reid
have like 30 cocks, and somehow she'll still manage. Like she'll have one on the elbow, one on the wrist, and one on the head, and then like three between her like fingers like this, and she'll go.
But Riley is also like house music. She's kind of like
yeah.
You know? Like, then you got Yolanda Rhodes.
Yeah.
She's a bit more like
see, I don't rate Alana that much like in terms of her porn ability. I rate her more in her body.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Riley's just
then you got like but then you got your like because Riley is your crazy, which is I feel like your house music, you're like your deep bass, like you know like those sorts of things. Heavy metal. You know, like I'd say like
Lana's like pop.
Yeah.
Beautiful, like
mainstream,
beautiful.
100%,
You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
Riley's definitely that. Then you'd be like fucking, what's the name? Something Lisa Ann. Lisa Ann's country. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? She's
I think Lisa Ann is Kesha.
What?
Like old school pop, because she was the pop before it was.
No. She's country. She's been around for a long time.
No, I think like no.
She's been around before you even wait.
That's what I mean. It's like she's old school. I don't think that's
she's country.
No, I don't think that's country though.
Old pop.
No. I think because she was so popular. She was the thing before.
And August Mez is grunge because like she was there really for
a
while,
Lexi
and then
Luna's
she killed
like
herself just like Kurt Cobain. So.
Yeah.
She actually killed herself apparently because she said some homophobic stuff, and the LGBTQ plus community came after her, and she killed herself.
That's crazy.
So that's why I can never stand with this community because they killed my favorite porn star. She's actually my favorite porn star.
Who? Sorry.
Augusta Mez.
I don't actually.
Look into.
I'll probably know who she is. Yeah, I'll know.
You know her when you see her face. So look, as much as I respect the LGBTQ community, I can't stand with you guys. Exactly, just because you killed Augusta Mez.
Her name's Augusta Mez.
Yes.
I said Amaze.
AMES.
Video soups.
Just great images. You see good enough stuff.
I remember her. Yeah, no.
I love her like light nipples.
Nah, not me.
Well, she's like French Canadian or something. Like great.
French Canadian is nice.
And she kind of looks like Robin as well. From How I Met Your Mother, yeah, that was attractive.
Favorite porn star now?
April Olsen. I seem to like the Mumps girls.
Yeah, okay,
like
yeah.
I like and I also like Autumn Falls.
Yeah, you love a bit of Autumn Falls.
But I think my favorite April Olsen right now. Shout out April Olsen.
One thing, right? Okay, one thing. I don't understand women and their boob jobs in porn when like their tits.
No, my girl all natural.
No, but when their tits look like balloons attached to their.
Oh yeah, sometimes and you have to.
But when they literally are just like these circle things.
The worst thing is, you know, when the girl has a naturally like distanced boobs naturally.
Yeah.
So there's like, you know, when they have the fake tits and they have the big gap in between.
Yeah, and it's just like these two
two balloons coming out, and then there's like this gap here that you could put your fucking whole fist through.
Yeah, like
probably shouldn't.
I don't get that. That to me, I will literally just turn off the video.
But do you reckon that's because her boobs are so like bad? Like they were probably the ones where they were so they were to the side, and they were like. Look, I shouldn't talk about this anymore because women are going to hate us.
No. I think, women, we understand at the end of the day. Your body's come in a certain way.
I've got a fucking tail. Yeah, I don't have a tail actually, but like, around like in the back of me, like my somehow like one part comes out. I don't know how to explain it. Like one bone is like.
You furry?
Look, this was the. I was gonna come out. With my new album cover for my new album, University Dropout.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to come out as a furry on that album cover, but I think it's time for me to tell the world that I actually am a furry. My real furry name is Maximus, and I'm actually a cute little dog.
How much money a year to be a furry?
How often do I have to wear it inside my house?
Have to wear it every outing?
No, inside my house.
No, when you're home, you can take it off.
Okay.
But when people
around my furry girlfriend?
Yeah, 100%.
What if me and her are alone at home and we want to fuck, but without the furriness?
It's a bit of fair.
Like,
It's always a bit of fair.
Okay.
There's a lead involved.
What if, like, me and her just put, like, butt plugs with, like, tails in when we fuck?
Yeah, you can do that.
That's fine?
I'll allow that.
Okay. Whole year?
And you know how much you wanting to be paid yearly, annually.
100K.
But that's it?
Yeah.
For a year?
If I didn't have to do anything else?
No. I mean, like, whenever you go out, your social outings are all furries. You're always a furry when you go out.
I'm fine.
What?
No,
So,
I'm legitimately getting paid for this, right?
Yeah. So every time you go out, you have to wear a furry costume. Every social outing, you have to be a furry. That's true. That's actually a good point.
I'm wearing a costume for a whole year and get paid 100,000. I don't have to work, and I don't always have to go out. And when I do go out, wow, cool. You know what I mean? And I don't always have to go out.
Imagine you just go to your closet and you...
I come to like a family outing. Everyone's like, "The fuck?"
Yeah, those are the more awkward ones, eh?
I'll make a joke out of it. I'll be like, "What are you doing with your life?" They're like, "Oh, I'm working this job." And I'm like, "How much are you earning?" They're like, "Well, about 70,000." I'll be like, "I'm getting 100,000 to wear this."
You become that guy.
I will. I'll be honest.
To be fair,
I'll be straight up.
To be fair, then as well, you get like you're in a position where you can work on other crafts as well.
Exactly.
Year,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I said. When I'm at home, if I don't have to wear it, because the only problem for me is wearing it at home is because like then it's so hot and that and you can't do many things.
Okay? So today, for an example, I went to Karen Up Shopping Centre, Perth plug.
In a furry costume.
Yeah, in a Perth furry costume, but nobody was looking at me. Do you know why? There was a kid walking around in a Spider-Man costume.
But that's a kid.
Yeah, no, kid, 14, 15. Right?
There's kids.
No. I don't have anything against him. Everyone looked at him, right? Everyone was having a good giggle. Everyone was like, "Oh, look, Spider-Man!" And this guy with all his friends.
How tall was he?
Probably is my height.
Okay. And he was with his friends or with his mum?
With his friends.
Oh, okay. So he was trying to stand.
Yeah. He was doing his thing.
I thought it was just some kid that was
doing
a
his
little
thing.
more on the spectrum and then was with his mummy. And
No, he was doing his thing. How do you feel about all those eyes looking at you when you've got that furry costume and you're going out to busy shopping?
Personally, don't care.
You don't care, yeah?
First of all, 2 reasons I don't care. First reason is I usually wear something unusual that people look at or towards me, and I'm not really fazed by it. And honestly, at times I like being like in attention just for the sake of like, and especially if you came to like a furry costume, it'd be funny all the time. So
yeah.
And the second, I probably won't even be able to see most people.
Yeah, that's true.
That costume, you probably only see a bit of a head on you.
I mean, I just
wouldn't
love
have the good peripheral.
I love the idea of like a focused furry.
Yeah,
you know, like
that's me.
You're trying to get your shopping done. You've got milk and you're like. Imagine as a furry as well the amount of just like unnecessary questions you get.
Yeah.
Like you go through your shopping center and your man at
but
like...
I'd fucking
your man at...
honestly, I'd kill it at the conventions.
Your man at like shaver shops, like, what are you doing,
I'd be the most confident furry at the conventions.
Though. You reckon?
Oh, 100%. I'll be the most fucking extravagant at standing furry. I might actually get into it.
For anyone that knows...
If anyone wants to pay me $100,000 throughout a whole year process of just wearing a furry costume, hit me up.
Okay, we'll take it another level. Sexy furry.
What's a sexy furry?
So you got to wear like...
A female one?
But also sexual one. Like you know, like a Bugs Bunny, like the bunny, the Lola
like
bunny,
in a bikini.
Lola bunny in a bikini sort of thing. So you're like, and it's slim
Maybe
fit.
The same 100.
No, but it's also slim fit to your body. So like
even better. Let's see. Because
more heat.
Because when you're in that little fucking thing, it's too big. It creates so much heat. If you're wearing it just skin tight, you won't feel the heat as much because it's not have so much free air to create the humidity in.
That's fair. No, that's fair. Like that, yeah, okay. And 100K.
No one knows you're a fucking dude under there.
90K.
You know what I mean? Yes.
80.
Yes.
70.
Yes.
60.
Yes.
50.
Yes.
40.
Yes.
30.
No.
Okay. 40k is not ridiculous.
Yeah, bro. 40k is like I can live off of that, right?
Oh, you can live off it fine.
No, but even if I had a house.
No. You struggle big time.
Renting a place?
Yeah, struggle big time.
40k renting?
Yeah, struggle big time.
No.
Yeah, no, you'd live bare bones.
Dude.
You'd live bare bones.
Yeah, but I'm furry. I just go hunt.
Bare bones and... Yeah,
I'll hunt crickets in my backyard.
You'd have more time on your hands, I tell you that much.
I'll hunt crickets in my backyard.
We're going to take a break because I need to pee.
Pussy, oh yeah. Yo, we back. Another thing I actually wanted to mention, which I found really funny, I worked at like a few different jobs, like 8 different jobs, right?
Yeah.
And at least 2 or 3 of them, and just these are just places I've worked, plus I've seen people around. There's a thing with like Indian people, and this is not racist, this is just from what I've seen, this might be stereotypical, but at even my work, there's a guy that always has an earphone in, and if I'm doing shit next to him, I'll always think he's talking to me, and I'll turn and I'll realize he's just talking on his phone.
Oh, yeah.
And heaps of them do that, like the taxi drivers,
Ubers.
like the Ubers, the guys that I've worked at 3 different jobs. One's car sales, one's...
Who are they chatting to?
I don't know. Legitimately, I don't know. And this guy does that almost every shift near the end of the shift. And because he's a Sikh, so he has the turban, and he hides it because he knows that we're not allowed to have them. Yeah. And I can see the little earpiece sometimes. Yeah. Just a little bit like out of the turban. Yeah. And like he legitimately, you'd be standing next to him and throwing shit. Like
who's he chatting to? Do you reckon?
Someone in India or Indian or like because he's speaking in Indian. You know, usually like. Or at least the guy that I work with.
You know what? I kind of low-key respect that. Like, I feel like I love a good phone. I love a good phone call. I love a good phone call.
And I'm guessing when you're doing a job like me where you're just putting boxes on things.
Yeah.
If you're just chatting to your girl or some shit, or whoever, you're just making jokes, cracking jokes, you're talking to you like they're talking.
Imagine they have phone sex. Oh, you put that there.
He's throwing the box. He's like fucking jerking off.
I just threw that box.
I just
gotta throw you tonight.
I just did that.
If you weren't in Mumbai right now, and you're here in Perth, I throw you like I just did that box.
Baby, if I had a plane ticket to get to Mumbai right now.
I found out a crazy thing about Mumbai is apparently their city is like literally line on line with the slums. Oh, so Mumbai have like one of the biggest slum population, but they've also got obviously Mumbai being Mumbai and the big city, and there's literally like the river that goes through apparently is where all the slums are, and then there's like this literally line. Yeah. Of like the district of where like then they
into it's like segregated.
Yeah, that's I want to go. I saw this because I saw a video on TikTok and I was like, I want to go to Mumbai. That's one thing I've really realized this year more than anything is that like
you want to travel.
I want to go to as many countries as possible.
Yeah, when I did my travels through Europe, I was so thankful, especially that I caught a train, because catching a train and going to all these different places,
you see things. Yeah,
because you see things and you actually experience the place. It's not like a plane where you just land and say, oh, cool. A train, like you stop at places, you can get outside to get some fresh air and check the place out.
I am happy. There's a couple of reasons why I'm happy I haven't done it young. Yeah. One, I'm going to have so much more money when I do it.
Right.
And I put myself in a position where I can then actually enjoy myself, like really enjoy myself if I want to. 2, like, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Like, I've got everything ahead of me.
I got to do it so 2 different ways. I got to do it with my parents, and then I got to do it with a girl. So the next time I do it, it's just going to be with friends, which will be dope, because that means I've experienced it all. Like, Like one with the parents, one with the girl, and then the friends will be the best one, because that'll be just like freedom. And
that's okay. And I'm not gonna sit here and say one type of person is better than another type of person, because that's not the type of person I am as a human being.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not the type of person to say that one type of person is better than another type of human being.
Yeah.
But there is one huge distinction. People that want to stay in one place their entire lives,
I don't get it.
I can't understand your point of view, man. I can't get it. Like, how can you sit here in Perth, Western Australia? How could you sit here in fucking Mumbai, fucking India? How can you say that and you don't want to go just out there and see something else, man?
It doesn't. You can be in like one of the most exciting cities, like New York.
Yeah.
I feel like you could still want. Like, I think you should.
How could you not want to see London? How could you not want to see like fucking?
No, it doesn't have to be London. You
can
legitimately go to Texas and
anything. Yeah, anything. I don't get it. I cannot understand that idea of like, okay, I'm here. Just don't let me out. Yeah. I understand like travel fears. I understand like your actual phobias of like getting on planes or trains or something like that. But like, say if you're in Europe, you can go anywhere.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Any mode of transport, and like the idea of like finding out something new and just switching up your life. That is like the terrifying act of it is what makes it fun.
Exactly.
And
that's
like,
how I feel as well.
And it's just like
the fact that like you have to like you're going into the depths like a phoenix. You're burning everything from your past because you're going to a different place.
Yeah.
And you can renew yourself.
Like the idea, right? The idea of me sitting here right now recording this, and there's someone out there in fucking Guatemala.
Yeah.
Putting his washing out.
Yeah. Yeah. That's random. Yeah.
He's just that's what he's doing right now. But he's doing that because that's what he needs to do in his life. Yeah. And he is out there living right now, and I'm sitting here fucking talking shit to this.
Yeah.
Like the idea of that going on, and I'm just sitting here like, yeah, I'll just stay in Perth, mate, because like, you know, I got a good foundation here, you know. Like,
and I can understand people like being fine with that because like I have all my family here, I have my friends here. But I'm not even talking about just in reference of like moving to a whole different new place. I'm talking about even like some people don't even want to holiday anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like some people are like, no, I'm fine where I am. It's like, what do you like?
They go to their yearly holiday to Bali.
You can always come back here. Like you just like go experience the world. Like there's so many things in life that are so expedient and like aren't worth so much. Like you see the same shit all the time, so you're probably not going to value it as much. When you see things that are so different and cultures, like when you experience a culture that's so different, you're like, oh my god, like there's such a different way of life. These people appreciate these specific things way more than they appreciate these. Like you go to some countries and you realize how different the humor is there. Like the people's humor is like more like sadistic or like sarcastic, you know. It just depends on where you go, and it's something that almost like revitalizes you and also makes you appreciate your culture, because you go, fuck man, like I'm different to these people too. That's cool, you know. Like,
yeah, like 100%. And I don't get the idea of the safe owl.
Yeah.
Like I don't like. I mean, I guess it happened. Like it's the more common thing, right? Yeah. Like I guess like more people are more like that than they are like, you know. Even if they go on holidays, it will be somewhere like, you know, maybe English speaking if you're English, or like some native to you, so you can feel comfortable. Like I like being the odd one out in a way.
Right. It's
and
cool.
like, but do you think that's something where like you're brought up that way, where you're always the odd one out, so you prefer
like
it,
being
or
the
like
outcast? That's a good possibility, because I feel like I've been outcasted from a very young age. So when it became a thing to value more, I was kind of like, oh yeah, and I kind of looked to be the outcast in every situation.
Like so, because I think of it this way, right? Like, so I just had this idea. So when people, I was at a comedy show last night, and the person said that there was a comedian that said, what would you rather have eating you out? Would you rather have someone who had a good childhood or someone who had a bad childhood?
Bad.
Yeah. So what is it about like that kind of, so do you think it is where you, if say for an example, you have a glowing childhood, no, but like your parents are perfect, you're brought up very well, like through a structured environment, and you go on to be the person who you're going to be because your parents put you in a good position to be. Right, you didn't really go through much trauma. Right. You're the person you are. Is that better or worse than someone who's gone through a bit of shit, experienced a bit of shit?
Depends on what you're referring to, because if it was just the act of eating you out or doing something sexual, I'll go with the person that has been in a shitter place, because when you've been in a shitter place and when you haven't been raised with self-esteem, or you feel like, even if you were raised with self-esteem,
you really give good sloppy toppy.
If there was some sort of neglect in your life and you feel like you need to do better than everyone else in order for you to be valued by someone. While someone that's been raised well, even if they do a bad job, they will still be like, oh, that person will still like me because I'm worth something.
Yeah, okay.
While someone that's not been raised that well, or even just has that feeling of like attachment issues or like dependency issues, they'll fucking, like, especially a chick, she'll suck your fucking soul out of your cock. Like, she'll be like, yeah, because she needs that soul to fulfill her void. While a chick that's already on her, so she'll be like,
she's too good for the cock. She's too good for the cock.
She won't even put her whole mouth in. She'll be like,
lick it a little bit.
Yeah, those pretentious. It's just really pretentious bitches that have been raised in like all of this like fortune, and from a young age they've been blessed with all these good looks. It's the chubby chick that's gone through so much shit that'll fucking suck your dick like magic.
There's so many more.
You know what I mean?
There's so many fat girls out there ready to suck it. Hey.
And when they suck,
I wouldn't ever know. I'm sorry, I wouldn't ever know. But like, there's so many out there.
Like when you're so hard and you like about to come and your balls almost sort of like go inwards.
Yeah.
Fucking those big girls will just fucking one suck of just going and sucking it in, bro. Your balls go whoop, like whoop. And she sucks it in with her, bro. Like legit. That's the difference. Is because like you need to like it's like saying, like when guys are asked like, when do you think you gave better dick? When you were poor or when you were rich?
Yeah. Poor man dick.
Poor man dick's crazy.
Yeah, poor man dick's
You're
so
out
much
there
better.
fucking changing fucking motions and changing the playlist to switch the mood.
Oh yeah, with your other hand, fucking like.
If you're rich, you're like, yo, bitch, get on my dick. Oh yeah, I think I'm done. Get off. You know what I mean? Like you ain't got shit to prove.
It's been a bit like that. Really.
She's jumping on you. Yeah.
I look. At the same time.
I'm safe. I'm secure. I'm secure,
with my dick, man.
Anything else we got?
Yeah, I got some questions to ask you. I got some questions. So.
Interrogation again.
Plenty of shit. Plenty of shit.
Interrogations.
All right. First thing for you this week, right? What's more embarrassing? Caught masturbating? Caught pooping at school?
Masturbating.
Okay.
Why would pooping at school be bad? I know people will be like, ew, that's disgusting, but if I know shit, I'm a shit.
Okay. No, but okay, imagine Imagine you as a child. Your child's mentality.
Still. I remember I came from a village where sometimes we'd pee next to the trees, and when I was in, I'm pretty sure I said the story when I was in primary school one time.
Yeah.
Like when I just came, like one time, like I was on the other side of the oval and I didn't want to go to things, and so I just pissed next to the tree, and the teacher saw me. She's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I don't know. I just I don't know. I just pee. And like she was like, "You're not allowed to do that." And I didn't know, because in Serbia, like, no one would really frown upon you if you did it. Like they'll just be like, "Oh, why didn't you?" Like you know.
You know what?
So like to me, shitting in school was nothing, cause like what the fuck?
You know I shit my pants at school.
Really? Oh, that's pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, I walked home.
Damn, I'd never shat myself.
Just went,
I cried a few times in pre-primary just because of a little bitch, but
this is the story though, right? I hate the teacher for this, right? Though I was in class and I was like, I was like, can I go to the toilet? And she's like, no.
Yeah.
First of all,
set you up.
First of all, teachers. Who the fuck do you think you are to tell a kid?
Especially primary. To tell a kid, why do you need me to really be paying attention?
Yeah, no, but even to tell a kid, no, you can't go to the toilet.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Just fuck you.
Fair enough if we're teenagers. I don't get it when you're kids, because it's like, what the fuck are you actually teaching me that's so valuable
if you're a teenager,
that I need to be there?
no, but do you know, if you're a teenager, say 5 minutes, let me explain this. Like, you know, then you can go. Yeah, fair enough. But as a kid, you're not explaining shit to me. Let me go to the toilet.
Well, also,
and then eventually, I had to go to her. Like, seriously, I need to go to the toilet. And she was like, okay, go. And I didn't make it. Didn't make it on the way. Didn't make it. Right? Okay. And then the listeners.
That's embarrassing.
Do you know listeners? Went home.
Oh.
Wasn't having none of this shit. Wasn't having any. Wasn't. I was like, this. I don't deserve this. I don't know. I was a kid. I was like, I do not deserve this. I need my own safe space.
Was this year 12?
What? You want me to go back? What? Yeah. Last year.
Last year. I went back to uni. That's why I quit.
I was in class at uni, but I was
my lecturer said nope.
I was like, this is bullshit. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, and you don't have any right to like not. Like, I felt I was so hard done by. She done you good. What can you do? And like I feel happy that at least as a child, I went home because I'm like, what do you do with that situation, right? You're going to the toilets.
Yeah.
And you've shit yourself.
Yeah.
No one's around. No one knows.
Yeah. Yeah. Just be happy, bro. I used to piss myself till I was 12. Like in my bed. Yeah. Yeah. I used to have because my problem was, especially when I was younger, I'd go into real deep sleeps. Yeah. Where I just wouldn't wake up. People like I told you, my mum used to have to slap me sometimes to wake me up. To
give everyone notice, while we were at our leavers after school, we jumped into this guy's room with speakers on our shoulder, blasting music, and he didn't wake up. So.
My mum always said you'd sleep through a wall.
Yeah.
Probably would.
Yeah, probably.
But so I used to piss myself. So I was 12. Just because I was a deep sleeper. And then when I grew up a little older, I didn't have as deep as sleeps, and I also just could as soon as I really need to pee, I could sort of nudge myself up.
Have you ever noticed when you're in your sleep that you are peeing?
Yeah. I've peed in my sleep where I haven't peed, and then I've peed in my sleep where I actually peed myself as well.
Yeah, because you know it because it's warm in your dream, and you're your dream's warm, but you're like. Yeah. And it's kind of just okay. And you're Because
it's not bad when you that pee puddle isn't that it's nice in the dream, and then when you wake up it's fucked because you're fuck.
Yeah, he's like, oh no.
Because in the dream it feels like when you're peeing, it feels so
relieving.
Why is it so nice and warm? But it's actually peeing yourself.
Yeah, pee dreams are underrated.
I haven't had that many wet dreams either. I've maybe had. I'm a very horny person, but I've only maybe had one.
I've had one.
I've had one.
Do you know what? I didn't have it until a couple years ago.
Yeah, neither. Oi. I had it at
I thought wet dreams were a myth.
18.
I thought wet dreams were a myth.
Right.
Because everyone said that was the first thing you had. I was like, no, it's not.
I would get fucking bricks when I wake up in the morning.
100%.
To the point, me and Harry were talking about it while we were playing Apex. Those high school days when you
I still get bricks.
Year 7 and 8. No.
I still get bricks.
High school days when it was year 7 and 8.
No, I still get bricks.
No, dude. What I'm trying to say is when you'd wake up and I'd go to first session and I'd still be bricked up for the whole first session.
From then.
From bed. Yeah, okay, I'd be bricked up on the bus. I'd be having to do this, put it up.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit doesn't happen now.
Do you know what sucked for me? Always, math class early. I always had math class early. Yeah. I was always. And it was just dude, how much of a pain is it?
Our math teacher had a big bunda as well.
Oh.
Don't mention names. Just
how painful. That's something that females don't understand. Is that when you're
yeah, that's what me and
growing
him
up as a kid.
Your balls, if it's so hard for so long, at least 30 minutes to an hour. Sometimes I had a bone for an hour. And after that, balls were killing me.
Yeah. And it's just also where can you put it?
Yeah.
You have to put it up.
Well, you have to put it up.
You have to put it up.
It has to be up.
You have to make that awkward. You have to do that awkward thing where
you can feel the tuck.
Yeah, 100%. And it's just it's there, and that's all you think about because it's fuck my dick is just as hard as a rock right now. And it's what do I do? What do I do right now? And that's something, I'm sorry females, you just don't get.
Yeah.
Because that's a social thing where it's I'm sorry, you could say something to me, I'm not even thinking about it. I'm thinking about this. Yeah. This.
Exactly.
And it's what do I do?
And also, it fucks your day because when you've got a hard on, you're naturally probably producing more hormones. So as soon as I'm on the bus, I get off the bus, the first thing I'm fucking looking at is chicks. And I'm getting harder. I'm maintaining that hardness because I'm seeing these bitches in these little fucking short skirts where you lift. And you know how bitches used to fucking put their shorts above their belly button so their cheeks would be showing that lining. And look, all respects to those women. But great times, yeah.
Did you ever hate it when you finally got rid of it? It's slowly going. It's going down. It's going down. You're not thinking about it anymore.
Then when you're home, you just
no. It's going down, and you're in the middle of class maybe, and then maybe you get okay, maybe I can focus a little bit. You start looking at your work. You're okay, and it fucking comes back. The comeback is worse than anything. The comeback's then there for another double the time. I
just looked at a fucking circle on the page. It wasn't us.
Yeah,
it's
I'm just
relax.
Fuck this, and it's just that's.
My brain's circular shaped tits.
The porn tits. That's one of the things as a young boy. I don't think.
Yeah.
It's just so hard to describe the feeling because it's it's more the social
It becomes a nuisance.
Yeah. It's more so that I can't interact with people. Yeah, exactly. I can't speak. I can't talk to people.
But I'm okay to interact with women.
Because I can't though. But no. Say for an example, you got a raging boner as a kid, right? And then a girl's talking to you. Are you thinking about
I'm super saying both.
No, but are you talking to her properly, or you just say?
Oh, I'm never.
Are you like,
I'm
my
talking
dick,
to
my
them
dick?
the same way, even when I'm soft. I'm
You
still
reckon?
horny as fuck. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I would probably like be a bit more like I would be more nervous because I'm like I would fuck you right now.
No, I wouldn't be more nervous. I just in my head I'm just like touch.
That's what I mean. It's just like that in my head. Like that's what I'm thinking about.
It is what it is, bro.
And all that comes to my mouth. No, but all over my mouth is just nah.
I live through adversity.
Yeah, I don't. In that case.
Any more questions?
I do. I have more. All right. If there was one body part or personality trait, so one of each from the opposite sex that you have to take.
I have to take.
Yeah,
I have to have it
as a woman. Like so, from a woman. Yeah.
If I have to take it.
Yeah. No, you have to have it. You have to have it forever. So one body part and one personality trait that you find is feminine and dominant that you take and you have
a chick's ass.
Okay, so I think men can have asses, but you want a woman's wonder a bit more.
Because that I'd rather. Why would I pick the boobs? So I don't want to have boobs.
I agree.
And I agree. With the ass, girls like.
I was gonna say not the hips, not the hips.
No,
you don't want the hips.
Because the hips would make a guy look a bit weird.
Okay.
While the ass would just be pumped up at the back, and girls would like that sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And then personality.
That's probably a more interesting one.
What's a woman's personality?
No. I mean in terms of a trait, something you find feminine, dominant that you think that would benefit you, or that you would like enjoy partaking in, or something like that.
Listening.
So you think women listen better than men?
100%.
Yeah, I think I'm a good
listener. They pay
a
lot more attention than men do.
I agree, but I think I'm a decent listener for a man. But at the same time, I agree.
But
I agree. I agree. I think they.
What about yourself?
That's a good one. Listening is a good one. Mine would be that I feel like females have an understanding of like the nature behind things, if that makes sense, in terms of like, say for an example, like you're out shopping. I think a woman would see something and be like, that would be good for that person in their life.
So I'm being more compassionate.
There you go.
I had that in my mind, I swear to God, before you said anything. I was like, I reckon he's going to say compassion.
Yeah, probably, because like, I think that's the one thing I've noticed about women in general that are just like that.
They're way more compassionate.
That just shits on men.
Selfless.
It's just like they because like it's like you talk to them and sometimes they're like they will want to do something for some reason and it's just beyond me. Yeah. I'm like, why would you want to help this person right now? And they just want to do it.
Yeah,
and I'm
because that part of them is what links things to other things.
Yeah, and like women are just more like that, and it's like,
what body part would you take?
Cheekbones.
Womanly cheekbones? What do you mean?
I reckon women have better cheekbones than men.
I guess so. Another thing I would have said is feet.
I was thinking feet.
Because feet's like...
But then I wouldn't be...
And if you have nice feet, like that's...
At the same time, though, I feel like my fat feet help me with football.
Right.
So that's why I steered away from it.
A clit. On top of my penis.
At the
like above my penis, you can flick me and jerk me off?
It's just at the very tip of it, yeah. Like that would maybe... trying to think.
Clit's not bad. You have to have the vagina, just a clit. It look weird, but...
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. I was also thinking maybe the waist. Because that would suit a man, technically. Yeah, I guess. Because like small waist, big shoulders sort of thing. I guess, yeah. It works, but I don't really care about it. Yeah, but men have small waists.
You go thighs, because most women have thicker thighs than men.
Yeah, just in general. Well, I have big thighs anyway.
Yeah, but you'd have like... there's beautiful soft ones.
I don't want the soft ones.
Okay.
Because I'm a big, massive, and scary man. I think I've got one more.
We're calling it.
We've got one more for you. One more for your tartan ass.
One more for your head tops.
Okay. You're the last man on Earth.
Uh-huh.
You've got to repopulate.
Right.
Yeah, you've got one gal that you're repopulating with.
Okay.
How much is incest a worry for you?
How much is incest a worry for me?
Yeah.
As in like me fucking my daughters?
I mean, I didn't say that.
Well, wow, what else would be incest?
Your daughter's fucking your sons.
Look, at that point, you just have to accept it.
Yeah, okay.
I wouldn't act in the incest, but you'd have to be like, look, like, I know you're brother and sister, but you wouldn't teach him to be brother and sister at all. You wouldn't teach him to be like, don't touch each other. Like, you'd let them be more exploring. Like how, you know how, like, as much as, like, other animals, if you put them just around other animals, even if they're brothers and sisters, they eventually might end up fucking.
So, okay, do you think that just debunks most...
Want to hear a crazy story that I heard recently?
Yeah, go for it.
On Therapy Gecko, these two people called in, and so basically they've been dating for 6 months, right?
Yeah.
And they started getting weirded out a few months in as they realized they had some relatives that were like of relation.
Yeah.
And then when they finally 6 months in is when they found out, right, that they're actually twins. And what happened was when the mum and the dad broke up, the dad took the son, the mum took the daughter, and they were too young and they went to a totally different place, and somehow they like met up by accident, ended up dating, and then found out they're twins.
And they fucked.
Obviously, they've been dating for 6 months.
Shit.
And they're like, what should we do? Like, we don't know if we want to, like...
You've got to end it there, right?
Do you?
Yeah.
Because your kid's going to turn out retarded, especially if you're fucking your twin sister.
Yeah, you got to.
Very high chance.
You got to end it. You're like,
yeah.
Like do you keep friends with benefits? Like if you get along well, did you just say, "Hey, no kid"?
Yeah.
Maybe. Because you met neutrally, you know, like.
Yeah, because you didn't know your brother.
You're like what, like. I know.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Is to them, it's probably like what, like even though we've both found that, but we've been fucking each other and loving each other for past 6 months. Like we can't get just rid of those feelings. And then the other thing is that's what I'm saying. Like if you were in that situation where you were the last person, after you and your wife, you'd let the kids incest, and you wouldn't teach them about like you're not supposed to fuck your brother or sister.
Yeah, but how gross would it be? How gross would it be? Like
because you have to populate
the kids come. The kids come downstairs and they've like got like cum dripping.
And daddy joins in the fucking harem. What? Yeah, that's my answer. You just have to accept it. There's responsibilities that sometimes you have to bear that are at a sacrifice of your morals.
Your morals?
Well, my morals are not. I don't.
Do you say morals or morals?
Morals or morals? Whatever. Morals? Whatever. Morals. Morale is something different.
My morals.
My morals.
My morals.
My morals.
Fair enough. That's all I had for you this week.
You got Sunday Select?
No. Oh, Sunday Select. I was going to say...
one more.
Thank you for coming back to the past. No. I don't
know. No worries, bro. Thanks for going to the past with me, bro.
No worries. Anytime, man. I'll find my Sunday Select.
Why are your hands always so sweaty?
Because I touched my dick.
You're a little sweaty boy.
I am a little sweaty boy.
My Sunday Select is Young Boy Nevada.
Mine is Sanjuro. Denzel Curry.
You already did that